again, friends. Welcome again tonight. Tonight is another night to read another story from the Bible. We start with we're going to go into Genesis chapter 4. So let's start at the beginning, shall we? And first of all, I'd like to thank the Seventh Standard Church, the Seventh Standard Pentecostal Church in Shafter, California. Not Shafter, California, but between Shafter and Bakersfield, California. So, let's begin, shall we? Let's begin, shall we? It says, and Adam knew Eve, his wife, and she convinced and bare Cain, and said, I have gotten a man from the Lord. And she again bare his brother Abel. And Abel was a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. And in the process of time, it came to pass that Cain brought the fruit of the ground and offering it unto the Lord, and Abel, he also brought the firstlings of his flock, and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and his offering, but unto Cain and his offering he had not respect, and Cain was very wroth, and his continuance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, Why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou does it well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou does it not well, sin layeth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, Where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. And now art thou cursed for the earth, which hath opened her eyes to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, My punishment is great greater than I could bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out of this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And the Lord said unto him, Therefore whosoever slay Cain, vengeance shall be taken upon his sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And Cain went out of the presence of the Lord and dwelled in the land of Nod, and in the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bare Enoch. And he built a city, and called the name of the city after the middle name of his son Enoch. And unto Enoch was born Ired. And Ired begat Mehajalel. And Mehajalel begat Medashelel. And Medashelel begat Lamech. And Lamech took upon him 2 wives. The name of one was Adad, and the name of the other was Zalad. And Adad bare Jabal. He was the father of such of dwell in tents, and of such as have cattle. In his brother's name was Jabal. He was the father of all such as handle the harp and the organ. And Zalah, and she also bare Tubal-Cain, an instructor of every artificer in the brass and iron. And the sister of Tubal-Cain was Nahama. And Lamech said unto his wife Adah and Zillah, Hear my voice, ye wife of Lamech, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to wandering, and a young man to my hurt. If Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold. And Adam knew his wife again. She bare a son, and called his name Seth. For God said, She had appointed me another seed, instead of Abel, who came slew, and to Seth, to him also there was born again a son, and he called his name Enos. Then began men to call upon the name of the Lord. So looking looking into this part into the Bible, chapter 4, we learn of two brothers, Abel and Cain. We learn that Cain slew Abel, which means Cain killed Abel, I believe, but Cain killed him because of one part: vengeance. Vengeance is a very powerful thing. It's a cheap way to take somebody's life, even though they've done wrong. Sometimes we want to take revenge, and a lot of people want to they go out and they do revenge out of pure evilness and hatred. This day and hour, what fuels vengeance and everything is we're letting the devil himself say vengeance is alright. Well, vengeance is never an answer that we should ever take. Jealousy is something we should never take. We shouldn't do this stuff. But a lot of people do it just to get revenge. All revenge leads to is hatred, despair, sadness, and more pain. I had a buddy not too long ago who decided to start taking vengeance into his heart for something that happened. I told him vengeance is never the answer. We have to, even though we might be treated wrong from that person, we are to forgive that person no matter what. We are to love our brothers and our sisters. We should love anybody. We should love everybody. But we just let vengeance get into our heart. A lot of people today let temptation of evil get into their heart today. We were like that. Anybody who's ever got saved had vengeance, hatred, and everything in their heart evil. But they decided to let God get into their lives. Once you accept God into your life, He shows you the way how to forgive a person. No matter how many people bully me and everything, no matter how many people bully me today, I forgive them. I forgive them for what they've done, because that's what we're supposed to do. I was one person myself who was saying I want to take revenge on this person. If you looked at me wrong and you made me feel upset and everything, I want to take revenge on you. But now, since I accepted God into my life, He took all my vengeance, all my hatred, all my sadness, all my lust to hurt someone. He took everything out of my heart. He made me born again. You can always be born again, but you gotta accept God into your heart. He will show you. He will show you what to do. It takes a while. It takes a while, and it will take an understanding. But one day, He's going to show you what happens, what you can do to a what you can do, what you can do. He can give you a purpose anytime. He can use you to minister to anybody anytime. He could use the smallest thing. He could use a child. No matter what age of a child, He can use them to minister to people. There's angels over here that God sends for us. Sends. Not sins. Sends. Any little angel can come over there. I have some little cousins of mine. Smaller than me. And you know what? They're angels. They are angels. And they teach me they teach me every time I see them. They teach me that angels are always around. My little sister, she's an angel from God. One time, she saved me. And she still saves me.